Hi, y'all. Some of what I was going to cover this morning, I already did in yesterday's YouTube and the afternoon update. So if you didn't get that, you can go check it out. It's the YouTube before this, and it's called Tuesday Afternoon. I'm probably going to be doing that as I can. That way you'll get it as soon as it comes out, the intel. And so the morning and afternoon will be separated. But again, I can't promise I can do it every day, but I'll do it as I can. All right, starting off today with Sandy Ingram, there has been no new news from reputable sources on deleting the zeros from the Iraqi dinar currency in recent weeks or months by either the CBI or Parliament. The end result of removing the zeros is to make money more manageable and will not change the currency's value in relation to the US dollar. Frank says, in my opinion, all auctions have stopped in their current form. Paulette comment, Biden has nothing to do with this, but the feet dragging in Iraq has become the constant. The Biden regime has everything to do with this. Just look at the currency sales um, numbers. This is Paulette responding to that comment. The currency sales numbers, and you should see why the Biden regime does not want change. You still have the Coalition Provisional Authority functioning in Iraq, led by the U.S. We know from articles last fall that U.S. receivership is still in place and UN 1483 status is unknown. Saleh recently even stated in an interview that even he did not know the status of 1483, not to mention the OFAC sanctions. Yes, the Biden regime has everything to do with this. Mark Z says, customers at the Central Bank of Iraq, which says many foreign trade transactions now go through its electronic platform, and that's a quote. Mark Z says, this tells me that some of the Iraqi sanctions may have been lifted as we speak. The key is, when will we see the rate? Mark Z says, I don't know what to expect yet on that front. There is a lot of positive chatter that it could be imminent. I might actually purchase some champagne. All right, Claire, article quote from Tuesday until Saturday, Iraq announces the Eid al-Fitr holiday. Quote, the Iraqi government announced the Eid al-Fitr holiday, which extends from the 9th of April until the 13th. Official working hours will resume in all government institutions on Sunday, April 14th, 2024. Militiaman says having this LOP information of 1310 is ridiculous. It's reckless. They said they're going to have a lofty exchange rate to expose. If that's the case, let's see what they have and how they play it out. I think it's going to be phenomenal. All right, Pimpy says Iraq has now joined the World Free and Special Economic Zones Federation. The other day, we read an article about the European Union's Reconstruction Bank that Iraq has joined. This is something totally different. Another step for Iraq in the right direction. Frank26 says the 15th of April is interesting because we have him, PM Sadani, going over there to DC, but do we have to wait until the 15th of April to see the exchange rate? The new exchange rate? No, especially when Sadani says, I have an announcement to make to you. He said he would do it during the Ramadan. And lastly, Mountain Guard article quote, Iraq is ninth in the world in natural resource reserves. Quote, Iraq was ranked among the top 10 countries possessing the most valuable natural resource reserves in terms of total estimated value for the past 3 years. Okay, so if this is part of Basel IV currency evaluation algorithm, then where is it reflected in the rate of the dinar? Why is it still 1/6 of a penny? Folks, it just doesn't make any sense. The IMF and the US Treasury are artificially suppressing the rate of the dinar. Remember, value and rate are two different items, and the value should be reflected honestly in the rate.